Great evening, holy brothers and sisters, on this Motzei Shabbos of April 14th. Today was also the 14th day of the Omer. On the 29th day of Nisan, we are in the Kitzur Likutei Moharan, and today's lesson will be called Determining Desires. All of the obstacles that a person encounters are solely for the sake of desire. That is, in order that he should have a greater desire for the holy thing that he wishes to do. For it is human nature that a person is held back from doing something the more he desires to do it. Therefore, when a Jew needs to do something that is integral to his life as a Jew, and particularly when he needs to do that thing upon which his entire Judaism or religion depends, namely to travel to a true tzaddik, a holy person, a righteous one at that time, he is granted desire from on high. This desire is granted to him through the obstacle he is presented with, since, as a result of the obstacle, his desire thereby increases. Therefore, a person should know that there is no barrier in the world that he cannot break if he wants to. This is because the barrier exists only for the sake of desire. And when a person has a strong desire and will and intense yearning, which benefits the holy task that he needs to accomplish, he will undoubtedly merit to complete the task and to bring it from potential to actual. For the obstacles exist solely for the sake of strengthening a person's desire, so that through this desire he will merit to accomplish what he longs for. So remember, we should never feel bad about something when we have obstacles that are put in our life, or we have so many hurdles that we have to overcome. But you should feel positive and so excited that you know you're doing the right thing, and this is exactly coming to you because of that. Furthermore, a person should know that the greater the object of his desire, the greater the barrier he is presented with. This is in order that his desire will grow that much more, since the desire that a person has for something is determined by the degree to which he is prevented from attaining it. Therefore, it is appropriate that a person should understand that when he experiences enormous barriers in drawing close to a tzaddik, and these impediments rise up and array themselves densely before him on all sides to block him from coming closer, from this itself he can infer the tremendous consequence of what he desires, since this is the reason why the impediments are so great. For all holy things are fraught with impediments, and particularly when a person wants to travel to a true tzaddik, a righteous one upon which everything depends, then inevitably the barriers become even more powerful. But there is also a point of truth among tzaddikim, righteous ones, the true righteous one among other tzaddikim, and when a person wants to draw close to this point, upon which everything else depends, the barriers then spread themselves out and array themselves with enormous intensity on all sides, from which it is possible to infer the tremendous consequence of the desired goal. Therefore, a person must strengthen himself to have a very great longing and desire commensurate with the importance of this thing which he desires. Through this, he will merit to break through the barriers and attain his goal. For this is an important principle. There is no barrier in the world that a person cannot break. He must only have a very strong longing and desire commensurate with the importance of his goal. Moreover, it is not fitting for a person to use the barrier as a means of exempting himself or as an excuse, saying that since he wishes and desires to do a holy thing, but he's experiencing impediments and duress, he should be credited as if it was already done. As our sages of blessed memory said, if a person intends to do a mitzvah, a good deed, and it was prevented by some duress, the Torah considers it as if he actually did it. That's from Kiddushin 40a. For this statement was only said about a person who wishes to be absolved of his obligation in this way, and then indeed he is absolved. For what can he do after all? He was under duress. But for somebody who does not wish to be exempted by this, but rather he wants the mitzvah or holy thing itself, what good does it to him that he has a dispensation as is considered as if he already did it? He's not satisfied with as if. Rather, he desires, craves, and deeply yearns to perform the mitzvah itself, and not to be just exempted with as if. For in truth, it is only appropriate that a Jew should fulfill his desire and his will for every holy thing, and that he should bring each thing from the potential to the actual. A person who possesses a strong desire like this will certainly merit to fulfill what he wishes to, and to bring his goal from potential to actual. He will break and nullify all the barriers and impediments, for all barriers exist only for the sake of strengthening a person's desire. And when the intensity of a person's desire is commensurate with the importance of his desired goal, he will undoubtedly succeed in fulfilling whatever holy thing he wishes to do in this world no matter what it is. So remember to reinforce your positivity, stay strong with what you want to accomplish, and remember that everything comes your way is only really to help you in the ultimate goal. As always, thank you so much for learning together. And if you enjoyed this lesson, please remember to like, comment, share, and borrow. And please God, we'll learn again tomorrow.